I just want to make this short video on flow meters in espresso machines, coffee machines. There's a lot of misconception where a lot of manufacturers will say you need to replace your flow meter, but in actual sense, it's the flow meter's not needing replacing, it's actually doing its job. It's a part in the machine that actually reports back to the front CPU that if there's an issue, it tells it. So I just want to explain about the flow meters and what can go wrong and when it actually does need to be replaced and when it doesn't. They're pretty built robust. As you can see, there is a wire connection, a little board inside. I'm just going to open this up. You have, before I do, you have one way in for the water and one way out. So there's a reason for that. I'm just going to twist that and pull it off. The one way in is going to turn the turbine, and the one way out goes to your pump, your machine, does all the good stuff. Right here, your wire connection, there'll be a little tiny board in there to sense how fast the magnets are rotating. So your machine will know if it's out of water because this won't be rotating, or it will know that there's a clog down the line because this won't be rotating as fast. Or if your machine is working great, it'll be rotating properly and it'll give a proper signal to your main interface board. So a lot of times I find that the flow meters actually don't fail. They just don't, they're reading properly because there's a failure in the machine beyond the flow meter. Either a clog or a bad pump, or you run out of water, or even just as simple as coffee grinds inside this orifice. There's a few coffee grinds in this one. It doesn't take much to make this not turn as fast. One or two coffee grinds can really affect it. This one's in fairly good shape. You'll see some flow meters that are connected like that. Majority of them are connected like this. Okay, let me set that one aside. Let's take a look at another one. This one looks like it's in good shape. I'm gonna take it apart. Oh, there we go. We have a lot of coffee grinds in there. So this one was probably replaced because the coffee grinds was not letting this turn and not letting the sensor sense that it was turning as fast as it needed to be. So the machine goes into error saying you need to look at your water source. So if you do have coffee grinds in there, these, like I said, these are built pretty robust. If you clean that out, you can actually put it back together and chances are it's gonna work fine. Just remember, there is an O-ring, sets right on the edge. And don't forget the O-ring, otherwise you'll be leaking water everywhere. Another one here looks in good shape. Sometimes you'll have some water damage dripping from the water source coming down on the leads. I've seen that before and it's compromised the connection. I was able to clean it up. I did opt to replace the flow meter because it was starting to corrode. That doesn't get any better, so better off just to replace it. I do want to warn you that some of these have clear O-rings, so just remember not to lose it. Put it back in place when you put it back together. This one looks to be in good shape too. There we go. I've got one more that is in not good shape. This one had an electrical problem, probably at the power board, which caused this guy to burn a little bit or a lot. Let's take a look at the inside. Obviously this one had to be replaced. It's very visual that the issue's going on. And there we go. So it did affect on the inside. You can see some discoloration and a little bit of difference. Coffee grinds possibly, but this one here I would replace. The flow meters for espresso machines are fairly inexpensive, anywhere from $15 to $30, $35, depending on what manufacturer and what machine you have. But they're pretty much close to being all the same. DeLonghi and Seiko Phillips pretty much look like this. We have some older styles as well. This is a older style Seiko flow meter, but it works on the same principle, just looks different. So you still have a fan with a magnet, and your board is in there just touching onto the magnet, seeing how fast it goes, and that's it. And again, if they're dirty, you'll have to clean them, but chances are you don't necessarily need to replace them unless you really have a physical sense that that one has an issue, or if there's water damage to these flow meters. I just wanted to put it out there that out of every 10 flow meter readings on the coffee machine, maybe one would actually need a replacement, but the majority just needs cleaning and reassembly. So hopefully that answers some of the flow meter issues.